Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to C Raver Gaming's WWE 2K20 Universe Mode. And as we get started on episode 1 of Raw, we have some security footage that we have coming to us prior to the show going on air. Tommaso Ciampa has attacked Johnny Gargano in the locker room right before we went live on air. This is the security footage that we were able to obtain after folks found Johnny Gargano laying out cold in the locker room. Again, this happening just minutes before the show went live on air. Tommaso Ciampa is violently attacking Johnny Gargano in the locker room. We're not sure what is the rationale behind this attack. In fact, folks are searching for Ciampa, but it appears that he has left the arena prior to the show and after the attack. So he has taken out Johnny Gargano. Gargano was supposed to be in our opening match for the evening as part of a 6-man tag featuring him and the Legit going up against the debuting Undisputed Era here on Monday Night Raw. As we can see, Johnny Gargano has been viciously attacked with Tommaso Ciampa putting him through a table, now attacking him with a chair. We again do not know what prompted this attack, other than we know the fact that Ciampa and Gargano have had a history of issues. And it looks like these are going to continue here in Universe Mode as Ciampa slams Gargano into the locker. Gargano falls over like he is completely out. Not sure what Ciampa has in mind, but it looks like he's heading somewhere with Gargano, and Gargano is slammed into the locker. And Gargano looks like he's going to, oh my God, he's going to powerbomb him into the locker. And Gargano is out cold, and that is how we found him in the locker room just minutes before going live on air. Again, this is C Raver Gaming, WWE Universe Mode. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, click the like, and if you want to subscribe for when new episodes drop, click that bell. You'll get some notifications, and make sure you subscribe to our channel as we get started. Again, this is going to be what's meant to be a 6-man tag match between the Legit, which you can see is made up of Samoa Joe and Keith Lee, going against with Johnny Gargano going up against the debuting Undisputed Era. But in moments right before the show went live, WWE officials spoke with Keith Lee and Samoa Joe, and they have agreed to go at it in a handicap match. This now, instead of being a 6-man tag match, will be a 2-on-3 handicap match with Joe and Keith Lee going against the Undisputed Era, who will be debuting here on Monday Night Raw. Be interesting to see what the Undisputed Era has as plans for this Universe Mode, knowing that this will be their first time being on Raw together. But also, this is our first appearance of seeing the Legit, which is made up of Lee and Joe, which should be a formidable tag team here on Raw moving forward. Adam Cole is coming out, as you can see, with his two partners, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, as they make their way down to the ring for our opening matchup. Match number 1 here in episode 1 in our Universe series. This series will be dropping 1 episode a week, Monday Night Raw, every single week, coming to you live on YouTube. Again, I am your host, C Raver, and we're taking a look at C Raver Gaming's Universe Mode with this new series coming here. As Undisputed Era continue to make their way down the ring. Roderick Strong is a part of the team, but he is not here this week. He is going to be showing up in future episodes, I am sure. But tonight it is these 3 founding members of the Undisputed Era coming at it and debuting here on episode 1 of Raw as they finally get down to the ring, making that entrance that fans love to chant along with, as we're about to get that infamous boom and the Adam Cole Bay spot as we get underway for our first match of Universe Mode. While it's handicapped, if there's 2 men who can handle a 2-on-3 disadvantage, there would be no 2 better than Samoa Joe and Keith Lee as we get going here in our opening matchup. Man, what a start to the show. Tommaso Ciampa attacking out of nowhere, injuring Johnny Gargano. We did get an update that Gargano was conscious and was taken to the local hospital to get checked up on. Not sure of the severities of his injuries. We'll have more on that as it becomes available, but do know that he was taken away to a local hospital. And again, WWE officials were trying to find Tommaso Ciampa, but it appears he has left the arena or has found a really good hiding space as we could not find him prior to the show going on the air. It looks like Bobby Fish and Samoa Joe are getting us started in the ring. As you saw, Adam Cole was originally slated to go first, but tagged out as he did not want any part of Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe looks to have busted open Bobby Fish on the very first slam of his head against that turnbuckle. Samoa Joe making a tag out to Keith Lee. Keith Lee comes in. As we know, Samoa Joe was one of the first individuals of his size to sort of break the mold and work in an X Division or cruiserweight style, and then Keith Lee has taken that to a whole new level. And the two work together. This should be an incredible tag team of two big men who can move like cruiserweights as they give the old double back body drop to Bobby Fish there. Bobby Fish would be considered would have to be considered the enforcer of Undisputed Era, but he has taken a beating early on in this match. As you could see, both members of UE were trying to get the hand out for a tag, but Samoa Joe intersected. Bobby Fish has now reversed momentum. He's making the tag into his partner, Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly is definitely a technician. Both of these members of Undisputed Era know how to really target a limb or a body part and work that over. As we can see, Kyle O'Reilly going after Samoa Joe's arm. Samoa Joe able to get out this early on, was not forced to submit, but it's one of those things where if he continues to work over that arm, it's eventually going to pay off. As you can see, Kyle O'Reilly taunting Samoa Joe after doing the dragon screw leg whip, and now it appears that he's going over and taunting Keith Lee. Not sure that I would be taunting Keith Lee if I were Kyle O'Reilly, but we'll see how that plays out as this match unfolds. Kyle O'Reilly now with some stomps to Samoa Joe's chest, and looks like he goes for a punch. He swings and misses, and connects on the second attempt, and then stomps Samoa Joe one more time for good measures. Kyle's really feeling himself tonight, getting all up in everybody's faces and taunting. And you can see he goes for the stretch, really trying to pull the arms out of the socket or dislocate those shoulders. Samoa Joe now goes over. Oh, no. No. Oh, the arm breaker. Kyle O'Reilly has really worked over the arm of Samoa Joe and then fires up right in the face of Keith Lee. When Keith Lee gets in, he's definitely going to be trying to destroy Kyle O'Reilly. I can't believe he's sitting there so calmly watching him get up in his face like that. But Samoa Joe, all that taunting gives Samoa Joe time to get up, and he now is back on the attack, dropping the elbows across the shoulder. And here we see Keith Lee coming in, and I got a feeling that old Kyle O'Reilly is about to take a beating from Keith Lee for all of that taunting. He tells him to get up, stomps him again, and Kyle doesn't get up, so Keith Lee gets him up for him. Oh my gosh, big bear hug into the release German suplex. Kyle O'Reilly flipped over his head. Now what's Keith Lee going to do? He's got him in sort of a reverse stretch here. And, drops him straight across the abdomen and his face. Kyle O'Reilly does not move much after that. Looks like he's tagging back in Samoa Joe. Frequent tags from the Legit so far early on in this match. We'll see if that pays off, as we know that they're going against three men, so their conditioning will be tested. They definitely will tire out quicker. And, of course, Undisputed Era are three of the most fit superstars in WWE and have endurance for years. Oh my gosh, it looks like they're signaling for Chasing the Dragon. Kick into the Brain Buster, a move that they used to win many a championship before coming to WWE. With the big kick in the Brain Buster now, Bobby Fish is working over the leg of Samoa Joe. Kyle O'Reilly was really trying to work on the arm, where it looks like Fish may be focusing in on the leg. We know, as you can see, Samoa Joe wears all those many sort of short knee braces on his knees from problems he's had with his knees over the years. And it looks like Bobby Fish has said that's where he's going to work over as he continues to kick the back of the leg and really work over that lower half of Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe looks like he is in agony in the ring and reaching and grabbing at that knee. And now it's Fish's turn to get in the face of Keith Lee. This must have been a strategy that they just talked about prior to the match, because for some reason they're really trying to get under the skin of Keith Lee. So far he's remained calm. Maybe they're trying to get him in to cause a disqualification. I'm not sure what their strategy is, but we'll just have to see. And maybe we can get some answers from Undisputed Era. Of course, they're always known for being braggadocious and cocky, so we'll just have to see if that's part of their MO here on Universe Mode. Adam Cole is finally into the ring. It looks like he felt like Samoa Joe was significantly damaged enough that it was his turn to get in, and he continues to work over the legs as he puts him in that leg lock there and really works over those knees. It looks like Samoa Joe is really in some pain as those knees go in, or those legs go into orange damage. But before Samoa Joe can get back up and cause any revenge, Adam Cole gets out, tags back in Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly takes a little bit too long in the transition, gives Samoa Joe just enough time to get up, hit the clothesline, and now Keith Lee is in. And we'll see if Keith Lee can make Undisputed Era pay for all of that taunting that they've been doing. It looks like Kyle O'Reilly is getting ready. Oh, whoa. Wow. The double overhand chop there from Keith Lee. The Grizzly Magnum really takes out Kyle O'Reilly. Then he flips him over, this time barely with the flick of the hips. He flicks him over his head with that over-the-head belly-to-belly suplex, then follows that up with an elbow drop from the top rope. And when we talked about Keith Lee being able to fly like a cruiserweight, we see him go to the top, hit the massive elbow drop, and then follow up with a beautiful drop kick. Bobby Fish comes flying in, hits him with a crossbody. It does nothing to Keith Lee. Keith Lee is able to just shrug it off. And now it looks like Keith Lee's setting up for something. Whips him into the ropes. He reverses by Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish goes for a clothesline. It does not even make a dent in Keith Lee, who hits him with a huge pounce and sends him halfway across the ring. And Bobby Fish looks out on his feet. Will this be it? It's going to be 1 and 2. And Bobby Fish kicks out right at 2. Not even close to a 3 count. Fish is up. Goes for a drop kick. Does not make contact. Poor execution there from Bobby Fish. This leads into a Keith Lee power bomb. Boom! Right on his back. As we see Bobby Fish heading into yellow damage. And Keith Lee picks him up. Oh, Bobby Fish reverses a short leg super kick there. Goes for the crossbody again. Does nothing to Keith Lee. Shrugs it off like a fly. And let's see, what's Keith Lee going to do? He goes for an arm drag. Drop toe hold. It looks like his head hit hard on the mat. Keith Lee looks to be a little bit woozy after one drop toe hold. Hasn't sustained much damage. As we can see, he's holding him up for something. Oh, like a jumping complete shot from Adam Cole while Bobby Fish sweeps the leg. Adam Cole punches Samoa Joe. He falls off the apron. It looks like Adam Cole's going to make the pin, and it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. Keith Lee doesn't kick out. He barely had any damage done to him. Must have had something happen on that drop toe hold where he hit his head on the mat. Surprisingly there, we saw him get up, really holding his head. Maybe he got knocked loopy or something. As we see, there's Chasing the Dragon from Undisputed Era. Again, Keith Lee suffered very little damage, if any at all. I mean, there's that beautiful pounce, which probably gave Adam Cole, flashbacks and nightmares. But we see him going for the pin. There's Bobby Fish kicking out. And let's see. We can see. Oh, yes, his head hit square on the mat. He popped back up like nothing was wrong, but he definitely was holding his head. So maybe that plus the complete shot from Adam Cole was enough to keep the big man down. Obviously, it was enough to keep the big man down. We'll have to check and make sure that Keith Lee isn't significantly injured after that match, as we saw Undisputed Era pick up the win as a faction here on WWE Raw on their first appearance. And now we transition into match number 2. This is going to be a match that has huge implications on the world title picture. Daniel Bryan is our current world champion, and we see two men who want to establish themselves in contention for that title is none other than Matt Riddle, and he will be taking on Andrade tonight. And oh my gosh, talking about Andrade, he's not going to wait for the bell to ring. He comes out and he hits the reverse belly to back overhead suplex there onto the ramp, as we see Andrade showing an aggressive side. Looks like he's really trying to put the hurt on Matt Riddle before the match starts. Locks him into an armbar. Riddle fights back. And let's see, what are we going to see here? Andrade with the kick. Goes for a punch. Riddle's fighting back. Oh, goes for the kick. Misses, but catches him with that wicked back elbow. Riddle slow to get up. But now that he's got his wherewithal, he's chasing him down to the ring. Andrade jumps in. As I was mentioning, Daniel Bryan is our current World Heavyweight Champion, and we're not sure who exactly he'll be facing at the pay-per-view. We're heading towards Fastlane that will be coming up in just 4 weeks' time, so that'll be episode 5 here on Universe Mode. For this episode, plus 3 more episodes before that one, as we continue to see stories unfold. Andrade is attacking prior to the match. Now the bell is going to ring, and it looks like this match is going to get underway as Andrade poses for the crowd. Upcoming on next week's episode, as I mentioned, Daniel Bryan is the champ. We do not currently have any WWE Tag Team Champions. We will be starting a tag team tournament starting next week with 2 quarterfinal matches with the teams to be announced as part of next week's show. But again, it'll be 8 teams. Single elimination tournament where the 2 finalists will face off for the World Tag Team Championships at Fastlane. As we see, Riddle gets back up and hits with some wicked strikes. Andrade fights back though, reverses the final strike, and let's see, what are we going to see? A capture brainbuster, a package brainbuster from Matt Riddle onto Andrade. This match ought to be quite the matchup between 2 young up-and-coming stars here in WWE. I guess Andrade's not really that young, but 2 superstars that are trying to establish themselves as Andrade teabags Riddle in his taunt there. As we continue to see, Andrade to the second rope, goes for a double axe handle, misses. Riddle with the reversal punches him in the stomach. And there we see those wicked strike combination, for this time finishing off with the big kick to the side of the head that takes Andrade out. And Riddle continues on the offense here. Big Alabama slam from Riddle, who then poses for the crowd. You know, you got some Ric Flair woos on that chop in the corner. Now it looks like Riddle's got him up in the corner. What's he going to go for here? Is it a superplex? He might be setting up, and yes, it is the superplex. Big superplex from Matt Riddle from the second rope. High angle drops down. Andrade is into yellow damage. Looks like Andrade is reversed, got the momentum back. Looks like he's going to the outside. Oh no, I was fooled. I thought he was going to the outside. Instead, he springboards off the second rope, hits the crossbody, lands onto Matt Riddle, who is clutching his back, and then hits a frog splash. Looks like they may have hit heads. I'm not sure. Andrade may have taken just as much of that as Riddle did, although he gets back up before Riddle does, and it looks like Riddle may be a little bit worse for wear, as both men now are into yellow damage. Andrade whips him into the corner. Not sure what Andrade has in mind. Draping reverse DDT. Nope. Reverse DDT into the neck breaker, then followed that up with a big slam of his forearm across the chest of Riddle. And let's see what Andrade does now. Oh, another big slap, dropping him into the bottom turnbuckle. Is he going for the big double knees? It looks like he is. Riddle gets a foot up, though, and reverses the signature. Goes for the pump knee, but misses. Looks like maybe that damage is taking its toll. He didn't quite have that sized up right, but he comes back with the forearm smash, and then, oh, spinning tombstone pile driver from Riddle. Not even a 1 count. Riddle can't believe it. Unbelievably, Andrade sends a message, kicking out at 1. Looks like Riddle now is going to go for something here. Is he going for the Broderick? It looks like he hit the Broderick, and another kick out at 1. Matt Riddle cannot believe it. After hitting those 2 finishes, Matt Riddle cannot get the pin on Andrade. He goes for the big kick. Andrade has him against the ropes. What's Andrade going to do? He whips him to the outside, and is he going for a dive? It looks like Andrade's going to set him up for some sort of move to the outside. He hits the drop kick, the shotgun drop kick, and poses for the crowd. He's tranquilo after that one. Will we see Andrade? Oh, big kick to the gut now. What's he got in mind? Is he going to power bomb him on the outside? It might be going for a buckle bomb or a barricade bomb. Power bomb across the barricade, sending Matt Riddle into orange body damage. This has been quite the match. Andrade has something to prove, and now it looks like he may be thinking he's going to win by countout as he goes and sits in the corner and taunts for the crowd. The crowd is fired up. Some love it, some hate it. It's hard to tell who's cheering for who. The crowd is definitely split in this one, but loving the action. This has been a fantastic match as he whips him into the corner, hits him with the forearm into the low back. Looks like he's going to spin him around this time. Big slap. Usually we see that before he hits the double knees. Will Riddle be able to reverse it? Not this time. Huge double knee shot from Andrade. What's he going to go for here? It looks like he might be setting up for the finish. Is he going to hit the hammerlock DDT? No, Matt Riddle reverses. Another reversal by Andrade. Snap suplex. Both men are exhausted. Riddle is out cold. Andrade takes a little bit of time to get back to his feet. Goes for the running drop kick. What great height. Catches him probably right across the chin, definitely in the sternum. And now Andrade is going to the top rope. What are we going to see him do here? Oh, twisting moonsault from Andrade, sending Matt Riddle into red body damage. I'm not sure how much more Matt Riddle can take, but both men have reversed, kicking out of each other's finishers and signatures. We're avoiding even further damage by being able to reverse those finishers as Andrade goes and sets him up. We saw Matt Riddle hit a big superplex earlier. Well, now is Andrade going to return the favor? Oh, he one-ups him. He's going all the way to the top rope this time instead of a middle rope. It looks like he's going for the big superplex from the top rope, and Riddle is out. Andrade now setting something up, going to the high rent district. And is he going for another spinning moonsault? Yes. He hits the same move again. Sets him up. Goes for the hammerlock DDT. This time he hits it. He catches him. Is this going to be enough? Will he get the cover? 1, 2, and no! Matt Riddle kicks out. I thought that had to be it. Andrade looks just as shocked as I am. Andrade grabbing his forehead, wondering what else he has to do to put Matt Riddle away. The original Bro is not allowing this damage to put an end to this match. Whips him into the ropes, or the turnbuckle. Now takes him to the outside. Looks like maybe he's going to try to inflict more damage. What's he setting up for? He runs and jumps. I'm not sure if he caught all of that. I couldn't tell from the camera angle. But whatever it did, it certainly looks like it may have caught Riddle maybe in the head as Riddle drops into orange head damage. But now he's reversed Andrade, whips him in, doesn't quite make it all the way to the barricade. Goes for the big slap. Andrade with a straight fist to the face. Oh, all the way into the turnbuckle, or to the barricade, not the turnbuckle. And Riddle is down and out. But he's slowly getting back to his feet. Almost like Andrade cannot believe this as he waits for Riddle to get back up, hoping maybe to get the count out. But no. Oh my gosh, a flipping dive. I think normally you would try to catch the other man with the body, but instead he adjusted in mid-air and hit him with a drop kick. Normally when you see those dives to the outside, Andrade catches him body to body and lands on top of his opponent, but since he came up short, Riddle was so far away, he basically just flipped into a drop kick, caught him with the double shotgun drop kick, and wow, what a brutal kick, taking Matt Riddle out. Now it looks like he's trying to count him, and another power bomb into the barricade. That is the second one we've seen from Andrade. It looks like Andrade is still If he can't pin him with the hammerlock DDT, it looks like he's trying to get him to be counted out, and he wins by count out. Andrade is able to get him out for the count of 10. Andrade wins in a count out. You know this is not a satisfying finish for Matt Riddle. You'll probably have to see these two go at it again. That was such a fantastic match. Neither man could pin the other one, so to win by count out seems like a cheap move from Andrade, but Andrade outsmarted Riddle this time, showing off that experience edge, and picks up the win by any means necessary. And there you see your winner, Andrade, who has to be feeling ecstatic by picking up the major win in the first singles match here on Universe Mode. As we transition into our main event, as we see our World Heavyweight Champion, Daniel Bryan, coming down to the ring. Daniel Bryan is retaken on that American Dragon nickname. He is the American Dragon, Daniel Bryan. As you see, he's got a new entrance as he comes down to the ring wearing that beautiful belt with his wife, Brie Bella, as part of the American Dragon team, or Team Dragon. You see him coming down to the ring as the world champion with his wife, Brie Bella, coming down with his new American Dragon t-shirt that he's got. He'll be coming down to the ring, and this is actually, he's given an open challenge for the main event, offering a proving ground contest to anyone who felt like they could beat him. So basically, this match is going to work like if you pin Daniel Bryan or win against Daniel Bryan in this match, whoever answers the call will get a future World Championship opportunity down the road. They don't become the number one contender, but they do somehow become, or they will get the championship at some point. And who's that music? Who is this coming out? Mike Kanellis. Surprising entrant here. Would not have guessed Mike Kanellis would have been the one to answer this open challenge. Fixture on 205 Live in a lot of ways before he left WWE, but now he is back in Universe Mode, trying to answer this open challenge. And noticeable by her absence is no Maria. Looks like Mike Kanellis is going at it alone. He's come down to the ring, and he has something to prove against Daniel Bryan. This is a former tag champion, television champion, all over the world. Lots of success in some independent promotions as well as in Japan. And it looks like he is coming down to try to make a name for himself here in Universe Mode, trying to take out Daniel Bryan. We'll see if he has any success. Not able to really reach the level he had hoped in his first go-around. Maybe Universe Mode will be a better place for him as he goes one-on-one with our world champion, Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, against Mike Kanellis. And let's see, as the two lock up, Daniel Bryan walks him right against the ropes. I'm not sure if I'm Mike Kanellis, do I want to get into a straight wrestling match with Daniel Bryan, who is one of the best pure technicians in all of wrestling. There you go, Mike. Gets him with the big clothesline. That's what he needs to do. He needs to attack him, make this into a brutal fist fight and not a wrestling match. That will be how Mike Kanellis can beat Daniel Bryan. But he locks up with him again, and again Daniel Bryan gets the better. That is not somewhere you want to be, Mike. Stop locking up with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan does the float over DDT, and now Daniel Bryan punches. Not sure that's what Daniel Bryan wants to do. What's Mike Kanellis going to do? Go, there you go. Flips him up, spins him around with a discus punch. You can see that heavily taped right fist. Mike Kanellis has one of the best right hands in all of wrestling as he now makes it dirty and chokes out Daniel Bryan. Goes for another fist, another punch to the face, whips Daniel Bryan into the ropes. And the two collide. Bryan throws a fist of his own, and you can see when he starts to punch, he's playing into Mike Kanellis' game here. Mike Kanellis hits him with the neck breaker, and we know Daniel Bryan's history of neck problems. We see him get up, shaking the neck, and Mike Kanellis continues to wrench that neck, hopefully going after trying to go after that soft spot of Daniel Bryan. Follows that up with another discus punch, and now he's just going with straight right hands to the face, slams his head into the mat, and you can see Brie Bella's reaction over there is not loving that. Got her arms crossed, saying, "I'm not so sure about this. What are you doing to my husband?" Covering her face in shock and awe as she watches on as Mike Kanellis is viciously attacking Daniel Bryan with punches to the face and attacks to the neck, and now with a big forearm. Now what's he got in mind as he continues to attack? He's walking him over to the ropes. Slams his head into the turnbuckle, takes him to the top. We've seen several superplexes tonight, but nope. He's going for the Razor's Edge. Sit out, Razor's Edge powerbomb. Lands Daniel Bryan on his back. He goes for the cover. That's not going to be enough to do it as Daniel Bryan kicks out at 1, but forcing him to use energy. As we know, Daniel Bryan is one of the most well-conditioned athletes, so trying to get him to extend all the energy you have to early on in the match is going to help pay off down the line. But Daniel Bryan reverses. He's back in control of the match. I'm not sure what he's got in store. He picks him up, slams him against the ropes. Those ropes are steel wires covered in thin canvas. So when your legs hit off of those, that is not something that feels great, as Daniel Bryan appears to be attacking the lower body of Mike Kanellis. Drops him across the knee, and then with the dragon screw leg whip. Now what do we have from Daniel Bryan? Let's see, what's he going for here? Kicks him in the gut. Floats over into the armbar. Locks him in. Mike Kanellis is able to withstand it. Daniel Bryan releases the hold. Looks like he's looking to find a different way to inflict more punishment. A little bit more viciousness here from Daniel Bryan as he goes with the stomps to the sternum. Mike Kanellis is into yellow damage, but he gets back up. As Daniel Bryan went for a punch, Mike Kanellis kicks him straight in the stomach, but has little effect on Daniel Bryan, who whips him to the outside, and he's going to bring him back in the hard way with a huge suplex. Brie Bella's liking that a lot more with the big applause. Swooning over her husband over there in the corner. The crowd is on their feet after a great night of action. We see Daniel Bryan with a big forearm. Looks like he's taking him over against the ropes. What are we going to see now from Daniel Bryan? Slingshot? Nope. Just into a back body drop there. Or a back suplex from Daniel Bryan. Tells him to get up. Not very patient. Sets him up for the big yes kicks. As we see the crowd in the back chanting yes. And here's the big one. Right to the... Mike Kanellis' head bounces off of the middle and bottom rope. That can't feel good as Daniel Bryan sets up in the corner and the crowd chants yes along with him. Is he going for the big running knee? He does. He hits the huge running knee and Mike Kanellis is out in the middle of the ring. This should do it. Nobody gets up from that knee. 2 and 3. Daniel Bryan is your winner in our main event. Good luck trying, Mike. You looked good early on. Couldn't get it done though. To Daniel Bryan, our world champion, was just too much. Better luck next time. Maybe you can find a different way to prove yourself here in Universe Mode. Kudos for trying to challenge the champ, but I'm just not sure that was the smartest move we've ever seen. Maybe going after someone a little lower on the card in your return would have been a smart move. But hey, he got his name, and there you see his head bouncing off that middle rope. Hopefully he's all right, and we'll get to see him some more here in Universe Mode as we see the pin there. Daniel Bryan celebrates. That's all we have time for here on Universe Mode. Thanks for watching. Wait a minute. Whoa. Adam Cole from out of the crowd. We wanted to know who's going to challenge Daniel Bryan. The Proving Ground match didn't do it, but it looks like Adam Cole isn't waiting around. He's making a statement. Brie Bella is trying to get involved. She can't make up her mind as Adam Cole attacks our champion. It looks like Adam Cole is making his intentions clear by going after Brie Bella, trying to help her husband. Huge super kick from Adam Cole. Referee's going nuts as well. Neither of them can decide if they want to get involved or not. And we see the sort of white noise-esque driver bust Daniel Bryan open. What's Adam Cole doing? A big kick to the gut. And a vicious DDT after he's busted him open. That's our show for tonight. Thank you for watching C Raver Gaming. Make sure you give us a subscribe and tune in for next week's show. Thanks for watching.